Are you the only one for 25 McKesson today?
Homeowner?
Yes, he may join to watch, but I don't know if I don't think he has any plans to present.
Okay,
So that's just a coincidence that they have the same name?
probably, yeah. Leo is for the new residents. Yeah.
Okay.
Got it. Sorry, didn't want to confuse. Okay.
That's okay.
Um,
Are you able to share your
so
screen?
what I'd like to do tonight is just, I think so, yeah. Share screen, jump on that right now. All right. Okay. Is that visible?
Yeah.
Oh, I know this house.
Okay.
I mean, I don't know
Well,
the inside, but I love this.
let me jump in. I'll share with you a few images of the inside, but I'll just jump in and kind of move through this, and please just interrupt with questions if you have them. So this is 25 McKesson Hill Road. It's built in 1964. The architect was Harry Wenning. And Harry Wenning, for those who don't know, was kind of a moderately well-known mid-century architect who practiced mostly in Westchester, Fairfield County, some in the city, and did a number of homes. I'm not going to say he mostly did homes. I don't know his full over of work, but there's many of his mid-century homes that we can find in Westchester and Fairfield and in some parts of New Jersey. This particular structure is very classic mid-century post and beam. Generally these homes were built, they were modest in scale. In this case, a one-story house with a very horizontal kind of roof line. Part of that is in an effort to blend into the landscape. And I think as we look at this sort of 65, 70 years down the road from its original state, the landscape, which has been really beautifully tended to, is really mature now, and you can really see the kind of the effects of some of those goals from the architect, from the design side, have sort of taken shape in its maturity. So it's really kind of nice to see in this state. So from the front, which is where we're looking at it, from the front meaning the street side, it's kind of a one-story low slung house, and as we move towards the backyard, the landscape drops away pretty quickly. And the house exposes a basement, so it feels a little bit like a two-story house from the back. This view here is down at the bottom of the slope where there's a kind of a tennis court carved into the rock face, and we can kind of look up and see the back of the house. The neighborhood itself, I'm sure all of you guys are very familiar, is off of Quaker Road, Route 120. Most of the homes in this neighborhood are more than 1 acre, if not all of them. Probably zoned higher. I can't remember what the zoning is at this moment, but this particular house is 2.65 acres of property. And I think for me, sort of as an outsider coming in, the neighborhood characteristics are really about houses set back from the street, the beauty of the natural landscape, exposed rock outcropping, some mature trees. That kind of is the kind of look and feel of the neighborhood in general. From Google Street View, this is the house that's directly adjacent to the south of 25 McKesson Hill. And this, I think, for me at least, is very indicative of other types of mid-century type structures. So 1 story plus a raised basement. This one, of course, set back from the street. And again, we can start to see kind of the mature landscape that was built. And I suspect this house was built in the 60s or 70s, something like that. So again, there's sort of a maturity to some of the more natural features. As we move to the other side of the property to the north, this is a house that's more recently built. I'm not going to pretend to give an age to it, but the sort of the trend is more 2-story, full 2 stories, and this is a very sort of indicative home that's built, more recently than the 1970s. And you can see it's a 2-story house from the street, again, set back a little further. The landscape hasn't had the opportunity to really fully mature yet, but this is very indicative of the neighborhood. And then, of course, the Google Street View from 25 McKesson. The house is up on a bluff. It's kind of up at the top, sort of the top topography of the property, which is raised up. The driveway winds up, and it's set back far enough that the house really doesn't have a strong presence from the street. This is a site plan of the property with McKesson Hill Road at the bottom of the screen. So north is sort of to your upper right. And the house, you can see, is oriented kind of on the ordinal axis, north, south, east, west. which makes things a little bit easy when we talk about sides of the house. But the house is entered from that kind of east side, and the topography drops off again in the back. And the proposed addition that we're requesting tonight is really limited to this little pink area in the roof plan, which is at kind of the nook of the house, or the crossing of the house where the existing kitchen is. And so I'll get into that right now. The top plate, or the interior ceilings of the house, are basically at two datum lines. One is at 8 feet, which is the predominant ceiling height, floor to ceiling of the house. The other is at 11 feet, which is in the entry hall and in the living room. And so on the left-hand side of this image, this is kind of this is the current state of the living room. It's very much in its original condition. What you see here is an 11-foot ceiling height, some floor-to-ceiling glass, and I think of note, the bar area in the background has a ceiling that's also at 8 feet, which is sort of similar to the other parts of the house. And you can begin to see the relationship of the 8-foot to the 11-foot ceilings. In this case, you're looking over the living room ceiling into the entry hall, where there's transom light that's kind of drawing into the living room. So it really gives it kind of a nice big open feel. On the right-hand side is the existing kitchen. Existing kitchen this is a house that has clearly been very well cared for and loved. I think the original, the story I was told is that the family that contracted the architect sold the house recently. So it's been, I think, a labor of love in many respects. But the kitchen, of course, is in its, I'm going to venture to say, it's part of its original state from the 1960s. So the cabinets, the countertops, that sort of thing. And I think of note, something to just think about architecturally, is when we have 8-foot ceilings versus 11-foot ceilings, all of them are habitable, of course, but the 11-foot ceilings, those rooms feel even bigger when we have floor-to-ceiling glass. And that's in many of the rooms in the house, other than bedrooms, we see a lot of floor-to-ceiling glass. The kitchen is really the only exception, where we have more punched windows. Most of that's just basically practical because we have countertops and cabinets that don't allow us to drop windows to the floor. But it does change the kind of overall spatial feel of the house when you have 8-foot ceilings and smaller punched windows. So this is an existing floor plan of the house. This is what we're calling our demo plan. And can you guys see my cursor?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay. So this area here that I'm circling is the existing kitchen. You can see it's kind of in the kind of the elbow of the house. This is the entry door. This is that big living room, big entry hall, dining room, kitchen, family room. And so built in the 1960s, it was very normal to have rooms that were very cellular in nature, closed off from one another, or what I should say is maybe corners defined, that sort of thing. What we're hoping to do with your approval is cut the roof line in this kind of shaded area and raise the roof 11 feet. So to 11 feet, I mean, so 3 feet further up. So this area here that I'm sort of outlining with my cursor is the living room and entry hall. That's the 11-foot ceiling or roof line. And then all the rest of the house currently is at that 8-foot datum line. And then, of course, this is the area where we want to pop up. This is a proposed floor plan. Kitchen's going to stay in the same spot. It's going to be slightly more open to a dining room and, excuse me, quite a bit more open to a larger family room, which is here. And again, the roof line, which is here, you can see it's a slightly bigger footprint. After we cut the ceiling, the eaves are going to extend over that cut. So it's going to have the same look and feel proportionally to the existing eaves of the house. So in height and in overhang.
Are you putting transoms around the perimeter?
Exactly. Yep, that's exactly right. So as we look at this page, here are the sort of the two street side elevations. I'll start at the very bottom. Down at the bottom, this is the existing sort of what I would call the front facade of the house. So the east facing facade, this is the front door. And from this point to the right, you can see the taller roof line. And from this point to the left, you see dining room and kitchen. And then of course, utilities over here, carports off to the left. And that is at that kind of 8-foot ceiling line. The proposed raising of the roof is here, where you can begin to see the kind of the datum lines are about the same. The overhang proportionally is about the same. And then we're carrying that transom glass that you see here in the entry hall over into the kitchen area to just give it a little bit more of a feel. This is the elevation from what I would call the street side or the south side of the house. I think I have that right. where this is the family room. This is the kind of utility carport entry. And you can see in the distance, this is that raised ceiling in the entry hall. So the glass transom that comes across. And this would be the proposed change. So in elevation, which of course we never see as humans, we don't look in elevation, we look in perspective. But this upper rendering here, upper elevation line, just gives you a sense of like how little things will change visually in elevation, but of course one roof is further back from the other. These are little sectional drawings. Again, at the bottom of the page, you know, we're looking at interior sort of top plate heights, and in the proposed popping up of the roof where we might gain a little bit of volume for that kitchen area. And I should add, because I haven't spoken about this yet, the new owners are avid chefs, and they really feel like the kitchen will be well used and sort of the centerpiece of the house for them. And I think this is an area of the house that they feel is worth spending a little more money and trying to do a little bit more work that's not interior. I'm just going to bring you quickly around the outside. This is again up halfway up the driveway. You see the entry walk, the carport to the left. This is the kitchen area right here. It's behind this landscape. So this would be the area that we'd like to raise the roof. And then you can see here from this point over is the entry hall and the living room. And then of course the basement down below. Once you get past that, that landscape in the foreground, this is the kitchen wall. So again, as you move closer, that upper roof will most likely disappear from view. The existing overhangs come out about 5 feet past the front walls of that, or most of the perimeter walls of the house. As we move to the front lawn of the house, that upper lawn, the carport's now to your right. This is that kind of family room space, which has a nice little lawn outside of it. And then the bedroom wing is off to the left. So you're starting to see bedrooms and bathrooms. And this area back in here, which is at the corner of the house there, that's going to have the raised roof. I think what's interesting about this photo, as I was thinking about, you know, what we're seeing tonight, it occurred to me that we're not seeing that 11-foot ceiling of the living room at all from this vantage point, which I think speaks to the kind of, I don't know, just the kind of the
nature of the house.
Sensibility, maybe not a big change. Can everybody still hear me? I'm getting some error messages on the connection.
Yeah, it froze for a minute.
And
Okay, I'm almost done, so thank you. From the back of the house, again, we're seeing the bedroom wing off to the right. You can start to see some of the kind of more mature rhododendrons here. They're really, the backyard is really, if you're a landscape freak, it's really quite beautiful. And to the left is the back of the entry hall. So as you enter the house, you have a big wall of glass that looks out into the garden. That has the kind of the taller ceilings and of course a skylight and some transoms. And this is obviously this is the area that we would have that raised roof. And I wanted to end with this, which is what the owner has sort of shared with me from the original owner, which is the architect's original drawings for the house. And I think the thing of note here is really this detail here, which is our eaves. And we're really intent on matching that condition. It's a very typical. Many of these post and beam houses from the mid-century are very, very simple construction using very off-the-shelf materials. I think our goals here are to kind of match the detailing and the kind of the interesting design features that we see here. In this case, I have kind of a raked fascia board, and for those of you who have really good eyesight, there's these little dentils that kind of move across the facade. They're all painted out. You can see them up in here actually. And I think that'll be part of the addition as well. It just starts to break down the massing of these lines and give some visual interest. So that's it. Thank you.
I think it's simple, logical, appropriate. It looks very nice. So it'd be a nice
Respect the
addition.
building.
Yeah, it's probably better with it.
looks
Much
great.
better. Yeah,
Thank you.
Approved.
approved. Yeah, very nice. It's a nice house and a nice addition.
Beautiful house.
Yeah, no, really, it's a special one.
Good
And,
one.
thank you. So
I've passed by that house many times lovingly.
Yeah.
Always wondering what it looked like inside.
it's really quite beautiful. I encourage you to look at some of the listings. I think they're probably still available.
It's spectacular shape for being original.
Yeah, it's in great shape.
Looks
Like I said, it's been very well
immaculate.
cared for. And I think one of the owners eventually was, the daughter had become an architect. So I think there was
How
You know,
nice.
sort of extra interest in all of this. So we're hoping that the interior renovations can really kind of keep some certain level of honesty to the renovation work.
They'll make yellow Formica like they used to. So.
Yeah, that's good. Unfortunately, that's going to change. Yeah.
Is that going to change? I like it actually. It's
Yeah,
very
we did propose Corian, but that's off the table.
Wait, what is it going to be?
It's going to be a fake stone, so like
Oh,
a
okay.
something bulletproof.
What color?
White.
Curious, white. I like the it's.
Yeah.
It's perfect. So.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you very much. Nice presentation. So
All right. Well, thank you. Appreciate your time. Okay.
Thanks.
Are there any questions, or are we good to go?
You're all set.
You're good.
Okay. Well, appreciate it. Thanks, everybody.
Have a good night.
Thank you.
Okay. All right, so the next application is new residence for 252 Hamilton Road. And Leo is
Hi.
on.
How you doing? How are you guys?
Good.
Good. How are you?
Good.
Okay,
Brand new
do you,
house.
can you share your screen?
Yes. Let me see. Hold on. Let's see.
Here's Hamilton Road.
There we go. Share. You guys see it?
Yes.
You see your email.
All right, great. Let's see if we
Yeah,
can
you just have
open
to
it.
make sure that you select the right window that your plans are open in. So
I'm
maybe-
gonna open the plans right here.
oh, there you go.
Oh, wait, they're horizontal though.
Yeah.
I have them turned around if you want me to share it.
Okay.
Hold on.
Yeah, that
one-
works better. I don't know how. if I
Just
can
right
edit
click
them.
and rotate 3 times. You know.
Thanks, Carrie.
Yeah,
I'm
you
on
should
a
be able to
laptop.
just do Command R or L, but anyway.
Maybe that worked. No.
There
That's
you go.
good.
Carrie, are
Sorry,
you
guys.
controlling it?
Yeah, is that good?
Okay. Yep.
Okay. Just
Where's
let me
the
know
thing?
where to go.
Carrie, are you able to show the site plan first so that they get a sense of the property?
Okay, hold on one second. I'm gonna have to stop and then.
Where did the lot come from? Was it cut up from another lot, or did the house get demolished? Or?
Well, the Snyders originally owned it and they subdivided it a few years ago, I guess. And they amended the lot line in the back there. So,
Okay. Do you see the site? Is this the site plan one?
yeah, that's correct.
Okay. So just let me know what page you would like to look at.
There's the slopes.
Do you have photos of the neighbors before we get into your house?
Yes, I do actually. I had sent them to Daisy too, but I have photos, yes.
I'm sorry, this is your house, correct?
Yes.
Are you a builder? Or?
Yeah, I plan to build a house, yes.
Daisy, I don't see in either plan. I don't see any.
Yeah, I don't have photos. I only got the, Kellard Sessions only sent us the site plans. They did not send, the pictures of the neighbors.
Okay, if I can, I have it on my download. So if I script, let's see here. So if I share my screen here, let me see. That's one neighbor there. That's to the right. And then I have, well, I can't see it now. Then we have, this is the back part of the property. That's the faces the back part. And then to the left of me is this neighbor here. The front, the person across the street from me, I wasn't really able to get the photo. They didn't get it because there was like landscaping and it's hard to see from the street. But
Do these tend to be large lots in this part of the world?
yes, I have an aerial here. as well. Ugh, this one didn't really come up too well, but right here is the lot. Right here, this is the neighbor to the right. This is the back part because Hamilton kind of loops around, and this is the one to the left. And this lot here is in front. It's across the street, but there's all this landscaping, and this is sloped down, so it's hard to see. I would have had to gone down their driveway, but yeah, the lot's right here, and we can look at the site plan now.
A lot of trees, yeah.
Oh yeah, it's vacant. There's nobody. It's just trees. It's just woods right now. So
Okay.
Okay, can we go to the site plan?
yeah, let's see. Oh, go back to the site plan then. How do we go back?
Carrie, can you share your screen? Thank you.
I need water.
Just let me know which page of the site plan you'd like to look at.
Is that good, guys?
Yeah, it's all fine, I think.
Okay.
You guys good, Travis Ann? Go to the house now?
Okay.
Okay, you can show us the house plans and
Hold on
elevations.
one
please.
second. I just have to swap out to that other page.
Sorry.
Too many windows open. Hold on one second.
There she is.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
There's the basement.
Again, just let me know where you'd like me to stop.
Wait, so this, I'm sorry, this is all new construction?
Yes.
Okay, stop. Yeah, stop if you can with the front elevation, I guess. Okay, what's the material? Is this a stucco house or what's the material?
It's gonna be a hardy plank.
Okay. Okay, can we please see the next two? of them?
The garage.
In the left view, the top one here, what room is behind that blank wall with one window?
I think it's a bedroom. If we go to the first floor, if you scroll up to the first floor plan, yeah, right here. Oh, it's a bath. So the bedrooms have windows to the front and the back. That's just the bathroom window.
Can you get windows on the two bedrooms facing that side? You've got a monstrous elevation with nothing.
Can we see that elevation again?
Mm-hmm.
Stop. Yeah.
You know, we'd
What's
like to
the-
encourage more
What's the
fenestration.
width there? What's the length of that?
Notepad.
So that's a bedroom?
That's the bathroom window. And I
Right.
think
That whole
in
space
between
is
those
not-
two and in between those two windows, so on to the left and to the right of that window are two bedrooms.
And then,
What's to the back left or the far left?
yeah, the one that's set back, what is that?
Just painted brick, what's there?
You have to scroll back up because, yeah, if you scroll back up, I'll tell you. That is,
The master bedroom.
yeah, that's the master bedroom, correct. About 18, yeah, several feet back, almost.
Wait, but are you showing windows in the master bedroom on the, do I see
Yeah.
windows there?
Scroll up a little. Oh, I don't.
He's
Hold on.
got two windows on the,
There are two windows that aren't
no, wait, go back. Scroll,
elevation.
stop. No, he does. Scroll down again.
Go down a tad. Oh, okay.
Sorry.
Scroll down. Or so we, no, the other way, I'm sorry.
Oh.
The other. No. You're going
All
to,
right.
one more. This drawing that's coming up, scroll a little more,
There.
Stop.
Okay, stop. Okay,
Those
the
are two
master
windows.
bedroom, there's 2 windows facing up on the page, which is fine. There's nothing to the left, which is what we were looking at. Ann.
Yeah.
And in bedrooms 2 and 3, there's nothing on the left, which is also that blank.
For the office, for that matter.
Oh, okay, so that's really set back. Wait, so. So those bedrooms only have one window in them.
Yeah, I think what it is just according to the size of them, when you come into the bedroom, that's right on center of that wall would be where the bed goes. So I think that's the concept there. If I put a window right on the center of that wall, that's
Why don't you put 2 windows on the
that also can go on against the wall where the bathroom is, but it's kind of because of that closet that for bedroom number 2 would go against that wall.
Yeah, this is a spec house, right? You're building this to sell.
Correct. Yeah.
You're going into a bedroom in a beautiful
Oh,
house.
you're not building this for yourself.
Well, it potentially could be for myself. I'm thinking about moving into this. I haven't started a family yet, but I'm getting married soon, so
Congratulations.
yeah, it could be. The bed's
Looks like a spec house. The room is going to seem dark. I mean, it's not going to be a nice room. You're going to want
yeah.
somebody who buys it is
If we
going to
put
want.
2 windows on that wall instead of having it on the center, we can do
Yes.
2 there.
And then the other room.
Plus
too.
the exterior looks, I mean, that's a huge
Yeah.
space with one small little window.
It just looks like it was not addressed. The conceptually for for windows and daylighting and
Yeah.
stuff like that. So
I think they're narrow, but if we look on it on the plans horizontally, I think that they're actually really tall windows because it's 9-foot ceiling. So I think it's a narrow, but
sure.
That would be
tall
fine.
window.
I mean,
Can
if
you
I
go
were
back to the elevation, please?
If you can do that in bedroom.
Yeah, you see how it's a very tall window. That's a
Yeah, but that's
Big
not the window. If you go to the left view, that's
Well,
a small little window, the bathroom.
that one's for the bathroom though. That's for the bathroom. That's the
know, but-
bathroom.
Can you get 2 long, tall windows to the right of the bathroom and 2 to the left of the bathroom also?
Yeah, we can do that. That's fine.
Okay.
It would look nice.
It would
Yeah.
look- What's next to the garage? That's also.
Just for the
So
bed.
are we going to
just
keep
for
that
the
center
bed.
window, or are we just going to eliminate that window and add
No, I
2 to
think
the
you
left, 2 to the
You'll
right?
probably want it for the bathroom. Otherwise you have no light in the bathroom, natural
No,
light.
we need that window there. Yeah.
So a total of 5 or 3?
And
5 windows?
space them in a nice rhythm so that they, it looks nice on the outside.
Well, it's either 3 or. Can you scroll back up, please? So, wait, stop. Go. A little further north.
Sorry.
No. So scroll the opposite way. No, other way. Okay, stop. So, Bob, you're talking about single
I've got
windows?
Two thin, tall windows.
Yeah.
In
So
bedroom
3.
3 to the left and 2 of them to the right of the small.
Yeah, oh, so 5, yeah.
Now, who's moving the pointer?
Me, Carrie.
All right, so yeah, so the far left is a different room and it's way
Okay.
back. That's the master
So
bedroom.
this is here.
But between just that edge and the right edge, you would have, those are the 2 bedrooms. There's a bedroom on either side of this small bathroom window. So
Mhm.
if you can get 2 thin, tall windows on either side, that would look nice, right?
Just so long as it leaves me space to put a bed in those 2 rooms, that's what it's all. Because if you look at the actual size, if you look at the size of the windows that are in the front and the back of this section of the house, they're 6 foot 8 inches. They're huge.
Now, can we see the elevation of that from the other side?
That won't allow me.
You have that? Where the master bedroom. So where's the master?
The master's on the back,
Yeah.
facing the house.
Stop. So
In
where
the
it says
rear
painted
view.
brick, in the top left, it says painted brick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
side wall of the master bedroom.
Right.
Kitchen is really far back. I mean, it's way back,
Yeah, that's.
but it's a
right.
big
Okay.
blank wall. It's a big blank wall still.
But I want to see the elevation from that side.
From which side? The opposite side?
Where the master bed, right, what we were looking at, that left view. Go up for a sec. So stop. The elevation on the side, yeah, that side.
The rear
The-
elevation?
The
facade?
rear
Is that
view,
the rear?
right here.
That's there.
That's there.
But you're not seeing this, you're not seeing that other bedroom. Where's that other?
So the left, and the left, it's off center. He's got one window in the center. It's weird, I think, right? That's the master bedroom, isn't it? The left.
No, no.
No.
The right view is the
bedroom
master
would be
bedroom.
here. But you would see that other, you would see those other two bedrooms.
What do you?
You would see that other bedroom. Okay,
I'm just gonna go back
Look
to
at the plan again. Let's look at the plan. So,
No.
yeah, so you
Yeah.
see, so the master bedroom, you see there's two windows in the master bedroom.
yeah.
The one on the right,
Oh, rear porch, okay.
it
Yeah.
looks like it's in the center, you know.
What I'm asking is, so if you look at bedroom 2, Leo, are you then
Yes.
saying that you want to get rid of that window in bedroom 2 because you're going to move it to the other side?
No, I like the window exactly where it is right now.
So
'cause
you're
it
just going
faces
to
the
add,
rear of the property.
that's what, because I wanted to see the elevation this way. Well, you can't see my cursor.
So would that be the rear? You want to see the rear view?
Yeah, I guess that's the rear.
Yeah, that's the rear. So those
Yeah.
those two windows to the far left end of the master bedroom.
Yeah,
And to the left of that window that looks like it's in the middle, which actually isn't in the middle on the plan, is the bathroom, which probably wants a small, short window also, like you put in the other bathroom, because it's a blank wall and because it's a dark room.
yeah, just the daylighting in there, it might be nice.
Mhm.
And then, can I see the plan again? I'm sorry, one more time, the plan.
Yeah.
So, okay, so the
And then there's the,
closet is what's so blank, right? You've got the
Yeah,
giant master
that's-
closet.
Yeah, exactly. That's what it is on the right view.
that master bath is enormous.
It's big in the bedroom.
I know.
Like the same size of the bedroom.
The
yeah.
master closet's enormous.
Yeah.
People will like that, actually.
Yeah, yeah, it's a nice layout. I liked it. I looked at so many different layouts, and I like the combination of having a home office and just the flow that this house has. It's really nice.
Does the kitchen have any windows?
The kitchen has it's all free flowing from the kitchen to the great room and the dining room. That's all open space.
Oh, I see.
That's all an open space. Yeah. let me
Be
see.
able to look out the rear and
Yeah, it's
the
actually
dining in the great room.
there's 3 large windows that go out to the rear porch. There's a door there too, and then there's in the dining there's 3 large windows there too.
Your master closet is only reachable through the bathroom or going outside the master bedroom.
Which closet?
The giant master closet.
Oh yeah,
Well, you would only go through the bedroom anyway.
yeah.
Well, yeah, you wouldn't
There's
necessarily.
a pocket door to the laundry from the master closet.
Mhm.
You see that?
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Which is nice too. That's
Can we see the front of the house again? Maybe you could explain the details a little.
in the front here.
So you said it's hardy. Is that?
Yeah, I'm gonna do a hardy plank.
But is that
I'm
stucco?
considering brick too, like a maybe like a painted brick, white, but 80% is gonna be hardy plank.
So you
uh,
just haven't indicated. So all that white space is.
It says painted brick.
Yeah, around all the elevations that say painted brick. So you'll have to change that.
Yeah. it
Yeah,
doesn't-
have to be changed. Yeah,
80%.
once I'm gonna decide that, but we will change it, of course.
And what's the black around the entrance?
That's all wood, like cedar wood. It's all like a
Hey,
cedar.
Carrie, can you go to the first plan or the first sheet?
The first page
There's
gives
a
you
rendering.
actually a
Oh, yeah.
nice rendering. Yeah, so that's all wood right there.
And what's,
All that black was I think the wood.
oh, okay. And then what's the trim that you have above the windows?
I would say if it's going to be hardy plank, the trim around the windows surrounds would be like
No,
a,
you have can you go back to there's, see those right above the window, the things that have the vertical?
Looks
The
like.
lower windows, look at the.
oh, it's like a beadboard. That's like a,
Oh, okay,
it is a beadboard.
It's
yeah.
like board and batten, basically.
got it.
Like a 18-inch board and a batten.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
What's the roof? Just architectural shingles?
Yeah, it's gonna be.
Architectural shingles.
So I guess you'll make those adjustments on the side.
What about?
You'll
so-
have to indicate all this, what the siding's going to be.
Yeah, I'll have my architect do that. Yes.
So,
I have
his
one more
architect is
question.
Lou Damasi, and he's going to draw up the plans. So the only change is he needs to note that it's going to be hardy plank and the 5 windows on the left side.
I have a question on the right view, on the lower right plan that we see, that big, which seems like a different kind of window than every other window in the house. Why is that? Where is that? That's in the bathroom?
That's master bedroom. Or no, the master bathroom. I think that's the master bathroom there.
Is there a reason the scale of it and the fact that it has no muttons is different than everything else in the whole house?
It does seem a little out of place.
Yeah, I think it's just supposed to be a picture window. Can we see if in the master bathroom just to see what if you look at the floor plan, we'll take a look at see what it says. Maybe there's some type of detail on it.
You know, but all your
Oh, it's a picture window right center of the tub there.
In the
So
tub.
Oh,
that's why. Yeah.
so that's not operating.
It's replacing the glass block from the 80s.
Oh yeah.
You have so many windows in this house that are tall and slender that give it a nice look. Could you do a pair of them there? So they need the same amount of glass. It's so, to me, it looks so out of place in the house.
Mhm. Yeah, I think we can, yeah, I think so.
Same opening, but maybe put put buttons and make it,
Like a casement, you're talking about like a casement window. We'll do 2 casement windows that open up.
okay. And I would put buttons like every other window in the house, try to
Mhm.
stay in the same series or whoever you buy your windows from.
Okay, I'll talk to Lou about that.
Yeah, I think that would tie it together.
Mhm.
Robert, I think that would probably tie all the windows a little bit. That does look out of place, like a
And I personally think hardy plank would look a lot more, appropriate than the painted white brick is a little dated look, I think, for what's really an attractive house.
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, I wouldn't object to it, but I do think makes it look
Yeah,
dated.
I agree.
Easier to install too.
And would it be real brick or it'd be like
Yeah, it would be real brick. Yeah.
facade?
No,
that's what the little details they have. It's showing a real brick.
correct.
Okay,
So
so,
Bob,
Yeah, I just would like, I want it to go, the way I was gonna make the decision is cost. 'Cause I have an idea with the hardy plank, but the masonry brick to see what that would be. I haven't gotten a quote on that.
But most of your audience that's looking for houses in this part of the world would probably be more attracted to hardy plank.
Yeah, I agree. So that's why I said it's 80% gonna be hardy plank, so we'll change it.
But they, if you can you, can. don't know
I
if
mean,
it's
I'll make my notes for the minutes. But does he need to return?
Yeah, I think we should see it. It'll be in and out in 60 seconds. Wouldn't hold up his project.
So Leo, I just need the plans, and I'll put you on the October 7th meeting
Okay.
with all those changes that they just mentioned.
Okay. All right. Great. I
Okay.
have some notes here as well. So I'll
Okay.
review with Lou, and then we could we'll revisit it on October 7th.
Okay.
All right.
All right. Have a good
Thank
night.
you guys. Thank you. Have a good night.
Bye.
Bye bye.
Okay. And I think, Tom, you're up.
Well, I get to present. Well, I'm going to be the typical client. I have no visual,
No,
no concept, and I was at 2:45 asked to do this. On our town community center on Center Street, we are replacing the roof and we're getting quotes on the roof. Jill asked me to ask the board the preferences and thought process for the roof materials. The three choices are Vermont slate, a synthetic slate, or an architectural shingle.
What does it have today?
Right now, it's got a slate roof on it that's deteriorated, and there's some roll roofing patches mixed amongst it.
It's brick, isn't it?
It's a
Yeah,
red
it's a
brick
brick.
building, yes.
Yeah.
Beautiful building, you know, it's a beautiful gem of a building. I mean,
My thought process is the slate is going to be more classic with the design of the building.
I
You know,
completely-
architectural shingles are a step down in a cost savings,
And
may
it's
not give the longevity as well.
it's pretty visible, right? Because it's
Absolutely.
kind of low.
The
It's
building
a
is low, and you come down King Street and you have a full view of it.
Yeah.
it's a landmark in the
if you
town.
pull up the Google map, you get a pretty good idea.
Oh.
I pulled up the Google map today. I've been by that thing 100 times, and
What's the address?
It used to be the library, right? Is that-
10 Center Street?
10?
Yes. And
That's
yes, you're
it.
right, it was the library.
that's it.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, the current shingles look a little flat.
Oh, the main building, of course. Are we talking about the main building or the whole building?
The whole building
Yeah, looks like original slate.
So
is.
is that slate?
The
Yeah.
original building has slate.
Oh,
It's like Bell, kind of, right? I mean,
so
Yeah,
what is?
You know what, Robert? You're right. It does kind of.
Now, it's very similar to the Bell School, yes.
Yeah.
You know, it probably was almost identical to match. If we go with the traditional Vermont slate, that's that green and red mix, or you can do a black Vermont slate. So I just want to point that out. There's just two different Vermont slates.
I would do a black Vermont slate.
The traditional
what is
black
that?
against the red.
is it black now? I think you should try to stay in tune with the historical nature of the building.
Okay. Now, the coping that goes up the parapet walls, there's a choice of real stone or anodized aluminum. The stone is more costly, but the longevity would be better.
Well, does the town care?
There's always an upcharge, and the town always cares about expenditures, but we need to do what's right for the building and the appearance of the building.
Right.
The character
I
of the
wasn't penny
building.
wise and dollar foolish.
Yeah, these are landmark civic buildings. We don't
Yeah,
have
I
to.
think you should do the stone.
The character of the building just calls for it. I think.
Yeah, do it right. Yeah, it's not that much money.
Okay, I'll pass this.
The
on to
coping
you all.
actually looks pretty decent shape. You know, from the just
Structurally, it's in great shape.
the
It's a
street
solid
view.
building.
Forgot it had the stone on the side.
Yeah, it's a nice little. It's nicely done.
Is the roof coming apart?
The slates are original, they're deteriorated. We have some leakage problems that we're addressing. So the time has come to remove that. There's asbestos that has to be removed as well.
Probably new underlayment and all kinds of stuff you get into
Yeah,
with
so-
if you got leaks.
We went out to bid to change everything back down to the framing. And it's going to be a nice project, but we want to do it once correctly.
Yeah, I would use the right materials and do it right. It's not that big a deal.
Thank you.
You're approved.
You're approved.
So, now I got to go through the review process and get a building permit.
Oh, that guy's tough.
Who is it?
Thank you very much.
All right. Thanks, everyone. Thank you,
Have a
Carrie.
good night.
Have a
Thank
good
you.
I'll see you tomorrow, Tom.
Bye.
Thanks, Daisy. See you then.
Bye.
Bye.